I'm in this bitch. Yes. All right. I am so excited. It has been way too long. Almost 3 months. Okay? Today is September 28th. Tuesday, September 28th. It's a beautiful, it's going to be an amazing day. It's going to be an amazing day, okay? I'm really excited to be doing this podcast right now. I can't even stress how happy I am to be doing this right now. It has been such a long time since the last podcast I did. It's almost 3 months, okay? And trust me, I'm going to get into all that. I got a great podcast planned ahead of today. I'm really excited, but it doesn't make any sense for me not to address my hiatus and what exactly happened and why I hadn't recorded in almost 90 days, okay? So before I get to that, I honestly want to thank every single person that reached out to me, that commented on my old videos asking me where I'm at, what's good, that DM'd me, that told me like, yo, we're waiting for a podcast. What's up? We miss you. We need you. I genuinely appreciate that shit from the bottom of my heart, because I remember times where I didn't record a podcast for months. Nobody reached out. Nobody cared. Nobody nothing. So that is an amazing sign to me that shows me I'm growing. I'm growing my fan base. I'm growing my audience, and people genuinely rock with me and fuck with me. And I genuinely appreciate that shit from the bottom of my heart. I can't even explain how amazing that shit made me feel. The fact that people are DMing me, reaching out like, yo, what's good? Like, where you at? Are you good? Like, and then eventually there was some aggressive comments like, yo, where the fuck you at? Where the podcast at? What's up, nigga? Where you at? And then there's people, reaching out like, hey, yo, are you good? Like, you haven't dropped the episode in a minute. Like, what's good? And then there's people like, yo, whatever you're doing, we hope you're back soon. So I'm gonna clear up everything right now. So as you guys can see, I'm recording in a brand new, like this background is completely different. Feel me? We got Gigi right here. Hold on, we got Gigi right here. We got Kobe right there. We got Gigi and Kobe right here. We got a different background going on, you know what I mean? And that's because I'm in a brand new studio. I no longer do business out of my old studio. For those of you guys who don't know, along with being a YouTuber and a podcaster, I own my own entertainment studio. It's a recording studio, which is in the room right behind me. It's a photography studio, which is down the hall. And it's a podcast studio. I'm recording a podcast in this room. There's another room that you can record a podcast as well. So it took me a while to get things going. The reason why I stopped recording is because I didn't have a studio anymore. For the entire month of July, I didn't have a studio. My last studio was the lease ended June 31st. So I spent all of July looking for a studio. I was trying to find one before, but unfortunately things didn't work out the way I planned. I was able to secure this spot, which is an amazing spot. And I'm just really excited because now everything is finally up and running. I'm about to reopen to the public October 1st. So I'm just really, really excited to get things going. I'm going to be in here for the next 3 years. There will never be a hiatus of that long ever again. It just took a while for everything to get right. It's over 500 pictures in this room alone. It's over 500 pictures in the next room. A lot of things. It took time to get everything. I did most of the stuff by myself. I own the studio with my brother, but my brother doesn't live in Los Angeles. He lives in the Bay Area. He's moving soon. So it took a while for me to get all the things the way I wanted it to look, the aesthetic. Even this wall right behind me, man, it took hours on top of hours. It took hours to find these pictures, all types of shit, honestly. So I want to sincerely apologize to all my viewers, my subscribers, my fans, people that truly, genuinely fuck with me, the people who tapped into my podcast through my viral Kyle Kuzma video, through the Ben Simmons video, whatever it is, however you tapped in. I genuinely want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm here to stay. Let's get this shit. Like, oh man. Oh, the NFL's back. Soccer's back. Basketball is coming. Let's go. There's nothing left to say. Let's go. Let's just jump right into it. So today is Tuesday. So obviously you know what happened yesterday. Monday Night Football. Okay. So let's get into it. Let's get this shit. Ha! Woo-hoo-hoo! All right. So the Cowboys beat the Dallas Cowboys. Usually I say Cowgirls, but I'm I'm going to give them their respect today. The Dallas Cowboys. How about them boys? Oh, man. Beat the Philadelphia Eagles. And this game, which was, pretty close in the first quarter, but, honestly, the Cowboys have shown me over the course of, this season so far that they are a complete team. Week 1, they went toe-to-toe with the Super Bowl champions, defending Super Bowl champions, and almost won. A game that they honestly should have won, in my opinion. They went toe-to-toe with the budding Chargers. The Chargers just beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead. So the Chargers are looking like a complete team. So the Cowboys have played the Cowboys have a quality resume as of right now. Almost beat the Super Bowl champs, beat a good team that beat the team that they beat in the Super Bowl. And yesterday, they went out and handled business against a team that is inferior to them. Good teams are supposed to beat the shit out of bad teams, and that's what happened. So I don't want to overhype the Cowboys for doing what they should have done yesterday, but props to them because there are teams that play down to the level of competition, and I've seen that over and over and over and over again over the course of me being a sports fanatic, a sports lover. So shout out to the Cowboys for not doing none of that shit. They're like, oh, yeah, we're here to handle business. They put that shit on the Eagles, okay? And like I said, it was a tale of two tapes. Two teams. One team that obviously was a complete team. They came to play on all three phases of the ball, offense, defense, and special teams. While another team that, you could just tell they still have a lot of question marks to figure out. They have a lot of question marks to figure out. So, I mean, and we all know who's who. So that's that. Cowboys looked amazing. Eagles, I don't know. I want to give a big props to Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn, for you guys who don't know, was the defensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks when they won the Super Bowl. Dan Quinn was the defensive coordinator. Dan Quinn was the defensive coordinator. He was the one calling the plays for the Legion of Boom when they went out and were terrorizing the league. When they went out and were terrorizing the league in 2012, 2013, Dan Quinn was the man behind all that. Was calling the plays, calling what had Earl Thomas looking incredible, had Richard Sherman, Brandon Browner, Cam Chancellor, all that. So Dan Quinn in NFL circles is looked as a defensive guru. He knows what he's doing on defensive side of the ball. Unfortunately for him, he didn't have the best stint in Atlanta, even though he was able to get them to the Super Bowl and they did choke that away. He was honestly a very good coach, and I honestly feel like Atlanta gave up on him. So, I mean, it is what it is. You live and you learn. With the way the NFL works, you're on one team, you're a head coach on one team. The next year you could be a defensive coordinator, vice versa, so on and so forth. It is what it is. The Cowboys currently lead the league in takeaways. They have 8. So that's on average. I can't remember the exact. Okay, yesterday they had 2. Last week they had 3, and the week before that they had 3. So 3, 3, 2. So the Cowboys are a quarterback's best friend. The Cowboys defense is a quarterback's best friend. Why? Because they give the offense extra possessions. That's incredible. The Cowboys currently lead the league in takeaways. They have 8. You know how long it took them to get 8 last year? Week 11. What it took them 11 weeks to do, they did in 3 weeks this year. That is a massive improvement. Massive improvement. Massive. And the crazy thing about the Cowboys defense is they're missing key starters. DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence is on IR. He's set to come back like week 10, week 11. They're missing key starters on both sides of the ball. Okay? So this means that the Cowboys defense can get even better. The Cowboys as a team could look. I think it's so crazy that I'm sitting here right now gassing the Cowboys up, knowing wow. Anyways, Trayvon Diggs. Oh my God. I don't know what the fuck is in the Diggs family gene pool or whatever, but Stephon Diggs, Trayvon, I don't know if they got a younger brother or cousins or what's going on with that, but Trayvon Diggs looked like a Pro Bowl corner yesterday. Oh my God. And Trayvon Diggs is the first Cowboy in 36 years to have an interception in the first 3 games of the season. The last person to do that was Everson Walls in 1985. Count it up. That's 36 years. 36 years. He's something. Okay? At this point of the season, I'm not going to call him a shutdown corner or anything like that because I don't feel like he's all the way there yet to the point where you could put him on the best receiver and he's just going to neutralize him like Jalen Ramsey or something like that. But no, he's not that yet. And he honestly might never even be that. But what he is a playmaker. He makes plays. He's a ball hawk and he sniffs the ball out. He is a ball hawk and he makes plays, man. He was on Devontae Smith like white on rice. He was on his ass. Ooh, it's some Alabama. It's some Crimson Tide on Crimson Tide, black on black crime, Crimson Tide on Crimson Tide crime. It was a whole lot of going on last night. Oh man, what a great game. So I'm about to jump from the defense to also shout out also Dickie Zua for getting his first career sack. 4's up. That's Alex's whitey end brother. I had to give him a shout out. I watched that play. So I want to show him some love. Dak Prescott. Oh my God. Dak Prescott. Oh man. Let me start off by saying I have so much respect and admiration for Dak Prescott, which is crazy because for such a long time I was like one of Dak Prescott's biggest critics, critiquers, whatever the fuck you haters, whatever the fuck word you want to call it. I was that. I was never sold on Dak Prescott. I was never really all the way too impressed with Dak Prescott and what he brought to the table until now. Honestly, Dak Prescott has showed me a lot this season. And I know it's really early, but man, has he looked good. He's poised. He's confident. He's in complete control of the offense. Like he looks like him out there. Oh my God. He looks like him out there, man. He's a leader. He's like, and to think all the stuff he had to overcome to get to this point over the past year, man, I salute him. Hats off to him. Man, he looked incredible last night. 21 of 26 for 238 yards and 3 touchdowns, man. 3 touchdowns. You can't get any more efficient than that. He had only 5 incompletions. 5 incompletions. He threw 3 touchdowns, man. Oh, my God. Shout out to him. And he orchestrated an amazing show of offense by the Cowboys. The Cowboys had 27 first downs compared to Philly only had 12. Philly had 12 first downs. The Cowboys had 27. Oh, my God. Zeke, feed that nigga the fucking ball. Feed Zeke the ball. 17 carries, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tony Pollard, 11 carries, 60. Hey, the Cowboys got a 1-2. Even though in a perfect world, and to fantasy owners, they don't want to hear this, but the Cowboys have an amazing 1-2 punch in the backfield. Hey, Zeke showed yesterday he's still him. I seen, Zeke might not. I'm not even going to be one of those guys to say, oh, Zeke's not who he was a couple of years back. Zeke is 26. He's 26 years old. He's still him. He still has it. Yesterday he ran with aggression, with force. He was a nigga out there. He's something. He's something. Oh my God. And altogether, hey, you gotta give a round of applause. I can't believe I'm sitting here gassing the Cowboys. You gotta give a round of applause to the Cowboys offensive line. They protected Zeke and they played smash mouth football in the run game. They were putting hats on hats and moving shit. Hats on hats and moving. Just creating hole after a hole for the backs. It was fun to watch. Not if you're an Eagles fan. Dalton Schultz, 6 receptions, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb, 3 receptions, 66 yards, and just looked, honestly, shout out to the Cowboys. They looked incredible. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Even though they were playing inferior competition, but it is what it is. That's the league. You play who's in front of you. Let me get to the Eagles. Jalen Hurts, 25 of 39, 326 yards, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Let me be the first to say Jalen Hurts needs to stop. I repeat, Jalen Hurts needs to stop. I'm going to say this one more time. Jalen Hurts needs to stop staring down his receivers. He makes it, he looks predictable out there when he does that. That's man, the verdict, and you know it's crazy? It's a lot of people that are feeling like, I don't know, is Jalen Hurts a long-term solution for the Eagles at quarterback? It's too early to say. I'm not going to say he is. I'm not going to say he's not. We're just I don't know the answer to that. We're just going to have to write it out, and we're going to see. We're just going to have to write it out and see how this plays out, see how this whole thing shakes up. But yesterday was not the strongest showing from him. Yesterday was not it. And he didn't get, oh my God. And he got absolutely zero help from the running game. What? Listen to this. Jalen Hurts himself had 9 carries for 35 yards. The next closest person was Miles Sanders with 27 yards. And 24 of those yards came on 1 carry. So absolutely zero running game, non-existent whatsoever. If you take away, like I said, take away Miles Sanders' 24-yard run, outside of Jalen Hurts, the Eagles offense had 5 yards of rushing. 5 fucking yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 yards. How the fuck are you going to beat anyone with 5 yards of rushing? Come on now, that's unacceptable. The play calling was horrendous. I don't even understand. A defense as good as the Cowboys that, like I said, it has the capability of wreaking havoc. You have to keep them guessing, and putting Jalen Hurts in a situation where he has to throw the ball almost 40 times, and he only hands it off. 3? That doesn't even make any sense. Jalen Hurts handed the ball off 3 times last night. 3 times. That's unacceptable. As I said, the offense just wasn't productive at all. At all. They just looked bad. They had 1 or 2 drives. They looked bad for the most part. Oh, my God. As I said before, Cowboys offense had 27 first downs. The Eagles offense had 12. That's just bad. That's just bad offense, bad execution, bad everything, honestly. Dallas Goedert, 2 receptions, 66 yards. Zach Ertz, 4 receptions, 53 yards. Jalen Reagor, 5 receptions, 53 yards. There's not really much to talk about the Eagles offense. The Eagles as a team, they just all the way looked bad. Defense was getting gashed left and right. They just got manhandled in every phase of the game. They just didn't look like a complete team. It just after like midway through the second quarter, the game just got out of hand. I'm like, oh my God. Oh man. What a game. So again, shout out to the Eagles. Shout out to the Eagles. Shout out to the Cowboys for handling business. Eagles, there's so much room for improvement. Don't feel too bad because they got beat up on by a team that possibly has the chance to go very, very deep in the playoffs and make it to the NFC Championship. It wouldn't surprise me if they did, but it is what it is. Not the best Monday Night Football game, not as good as last week's, but it is what it is. You can't really argue with that. Yeah. So next thing I want to get into, there's some congratulations in order. Money, 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 money. Hey, money. Money, 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 money. Yeah, we paid. Yeah, we paid. Michael Porter Jr. got paid. Okay? He signed a 5-year contract extension that's worth up to $207 million if within the next year he makes an all-NBA team, which honestly I don't see happening because I don't think he's one of the best 15 players in the league. I don't see him making a defensive team because I don't think he's one of the best 10 defenders in the league. And I for sure don't see him winning the MVP with Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic on his team. So in actuality, the contract might be worth a little bit less because there's an incentive that if he gets one of those things done, he gets an extra $40 million. But realistically, I don't see that happening. So the deal is going to be worth somewhere around $170 million or something like that, which is still a lot of fucking money. So after signing this extension, he's locked in with the Denver Nuggets until 2027. Okay, that's a long time from now. Okay, he's gonna and during the length of his deal, as of right now, he's gonna be making $10 more million than Jamal Murray, $12 more million than Jokic over the length of his deal. And to people that, you know, are a little skeptical about this deal and, you know, the Nuggets like, oh, his injury history, blah, blah, blah. I don't think you guys really have anything to fear. Nugget fans, you don't really have much to fear, because I feel like the Nuggets front office were smart enough to add injury provisions into the contract, sort of similar to what the Sixers did with Joel Embiid. And, you know, because of all the issues he had with his knee, his foot, and X, Y, and Z, I don't think they blindly just guaranteed X amount of money to Michael Porter Jr. considering his injury history, but it is what it is. Some people might ask, why so much money for a guy who only started 62 games out of almost 200 that he could have played? But here's the truth of the matter, okay? If Michael Porter Jr. pans out, and I'm going to say big if, because injuries are a thing, injuries are a thing, injuries are a thing, injuries are a thing. We've seen over the course of the past 10 years what injuries have done to several players. Like Klay Thompson hasn't played, I don't know how long, and he's just been collecting checks. Not that that's a bad thing or anything like that, or anything like that, but you know, injuries are a part of the game, and if you guarantee money to somebody who gets injured, it is what it is. You still have to pay that individual. We've seen what injuries did to Derrick Rose. We've seen what injuries did to Gordon Hayward, I apologize. We've seen what injuries did to Brandon Roy. We've seen what injuries did to T-Mac. Injuries are just a part of the game, and unfortunately, it's a big part of the game, and you just never know when you're going to get hit with the injury bug. But truth of the matter is, if he pans out and he stays healthy, big if on if he stays healthy, he can easily be a top 10 player in the league come his mid-20s. So when he gets to like my age, when he's like 25, 26, 27, don't be surprised if Michael Porter Jr. is like top 10 player in the league, because a lot of the cats that are in the league right now that are the top 10, they're up there in age. Kevin Durant's 32, LeBron's 36, Giannis is my age. Giannis is 26. Giannis is probably one of the only few dudes that will still be around. And even then, at that point, Giannis would be like 32. Steph Curry might not even be in the NBA 6 years from now. James Harden, Kyrie will be 36 by that point. You know, so I mean, it's definitely going to be a changing of the guard. So Trae Young, John Morant, Zion Williamson, Michael Porter Jr., you know, all these cats will definitely be, you know, probably the best players in the NBA once that time comes. And Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, et cetera, et cetera. So if he stays healthy, he will be a top 10 player in the league. From what I've already seen from him when he's healthy, oh man, if he continues to get better, he will continue to get better. He's coming off a season where he averaged 19 points and 7 rebounds and shot, man, one of the biggest thing about Michael Porter Jr.'s game is how efficient he plays. And considering that he's playing alongside Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, the fact that he's able to shoot as efficiently as he did is incredible. He shot 54% from the field, 40.5% from 3 last season. Again, he's a very, very efficient scorer, and he has all the tools to become an elite scorer in the NBA. He takes tough, and the crazy thing about his shooting percentage is how this guy does not take simple shots. He takes tough shots, and he's comfortable shooting from anywhere on the court. He's 6'10", he has guard skills, can dribble, can shoot, can score on all 3 levels. Like, he honestly, within like a year or two, he's honestly one of those people where it doesn't really matter who you throw at him, he's going to eat. We've seen that in the bubble when they played against the Clippers. They're throwing all types of defenders at him. And it's crazy because people thought MPJ was crazy for saying after Game 4 that he needs more touches in the offense because he can help the team win. And then what did they go on to do? They won 3 straight. He was a very integral part of that because he started getting touches. Their offense stopped being so predictable, and they went to work and oh, man, it tapped that ass at that. Oh, my God. So, like I said, he already has the tools to become an elite player. He's on, man, well, there's not really much to say. I'm gonna let his game do the talking. And as the Nuggets front office and for the Nuggets and to Nuggets fans, this was a no-brainer. Denver is not the sexiest destination for free agents. That's not that like the last big free agent Denver got. No, actually, I was gonna say Andre Iguodala, but he was traded there. So I don't even remember the last sexy free agent that the Denver Nuggets got. Like I said, Denver isn't a big market team or anything like that, so they're not going to be the top of people's, oh, I'm a free agent. I'm gonna check out Denver, see what they're offering, see what it looks like over there. So, as the Nuggets, they can't just let players the caliber of Michael Porter Jr. just walk out their door because there are countless teams across the league that would love to have Michael Porter Jr. and his services. So, props to them for putting up the money, and it seems like they believe in their core players that they have right now, which is Michael Porter Jr., Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, and Aaron Gordon. All those dudes got paid. All those dudes are paid. All those dudes are under contract for, at the bare minimum, the next 2 seasons. Nikola Jokic contract expires in 2023. Jamal Murray's contract expires in 2025. Aaron Gordon's contract expires in 2026. And Michael Porter Jr.'s contract expires in 2027. So they have the core of this team locked in for the next 2 seasons. I'm excited to see what they do because they are a championship caliber team. They can win a chip. And credit to the Denver Nuggets organization for taking a chance on Michael Porter Jr., man. This day was not as certain that this day would ever come, this day would happen, because of the simple fact that he had a lot of question marks. I seen on him talking on JJ Redick's podcast where, JJ Redick asked him, like, how do you feel about all those teams that passed on him? He said, honestly, I'm not mad at them because it wasn't even a given that I was gonna continue to play basketball. His back was that of a trying situation. There was so much uncertainty behind his back that I don't blame a lot of the teams for not drafting him, but I do credit the Nuggets front office for taking the risk and pulling the trigger on him, because at the end of the day, he could have been, and he at the beginning of at the point where he graduated high school, he was projected to be the number 1 overall pick in the following draft. So the fact that they were able to get a player of that caliber at that, credit to the Nuggets for pulling the trigger on that. And that concludes episode 67 of Pull Up the Tape. I am so excited to be back. I'm back, nigga. Hey, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your granddaddy, tell your mama's mama, tell your brother, tell your coach, I'm fucking back. It's woo. Hey, I'm back, and I ain't going nowhere. Oh, yeah, y'all better get used to this. Get used to this. Oh, yeah. I'm back, all right? My name is Michael DeLu, and you just enjoyed. Hey, thank you. You just enjoyed my voice. I don't care if you enjoyed it, didn't, whatever. If you're listening, shout out to you, whether you're a hater, a supporter, my mama, family, whatever. Shout out to you. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna keep it rocking. Chelsea fans, fuck with me. Laker fans, fuck with me. Jaguar fans, fuck with me. Trojan fans, fuck with me. I'm gonna keep this coming. We ain't going nowhere. All right. Once again, I apologize for the hiatus. Will never happen again. All right. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. And oh yeah, long live Gigi and long live Kobe. Stop playing with me, dead homies.